welcome to the Discover phase, in which I'm just going to deal with the research that you need to conduct. So what you see here is really the process for developing a plan for your research and discovery. I'm going to deal with a few of these modules later on, but really what we want to do is we want to understand the design challenge. So we need to be able to frame that correctly. We need to be able to look big picture, small picture to the design challenge. We've dealt a lot with orders of design and all of those types of things, so we'll have an understanding of how big is the problem space. The next module I'm going to deal with framing that exploration space, which is going to help you figure out, well, is this a fourth order or third order, right? And then off the back of that, we're going to begin to identify research questions. We're going to identify primary and secondary sources of that research and what methods and tools we're actually going to use. We're also going to be doing some people and context mapping that all kind of rolls into this thing, which is called a research plan. Now, this is really the contents of that research plan. So we have the design challenge, which normally comes from the sponsor, the individuals or teams that are looking for an answer to a particular complex problem within their organization. So we're going to frame the exploration space, in which we're going to look at, okay, well, what are the dimensions that we're actually dealing with? Is it related to time, location, different types of people that we want to interact with? Is it related to certain demographics? Are there certain drivers that we want to test? Are they economic related or non-economic? Are they sustainability? So all these things are what we input into that exploration space to come up with some frames. From there, we're going to identify research questions. We're going to look at subjects and contexts. In other words, what type of interactions might occur based upon the exploration space. And then what research tools and responsibilities and data collection guidelines we're going to put together. And effectively, once that's done, off you go, team, go and do the research and follow the particular plan, come back after a certain period of time. So really, here's the canvas that we use. You can see it's pretty much everything that we've just discussed as we work through the cycle. And all I really wanted to do was take you through the APTC, which is our fictitious transportation company. And you can see that there is a design challenge in which there is a significant hit on the public transportation network that's coming through. All right, and they're looking for ways to try and improve that experience. So you can see we've chosen a series of frames, which are commuters, urban commuters, crowding, reliability of service, use of social media, personal touch. So these are the frame bits which we'll talk about in the next module and how you do that. We're also going to talk about how you came up with research questions. These are the particular research questions that we came up that are related to the frames of the exploration. And it's normally to do with expectations or behavioral things that we're trying to understand from those people. And then also sort of what are the research subjects and contexts we're working with. In other words, what are they sort of human-to-human interactions, or human-to-object or human-to symbol type of interactions that we're actually trying to get through. So yeah, sort of halfway through the research plan. I'll now take you through how to frame and do a variety of other things so that we can identify the top sections, and then we'll move on to the next bits. Thank you.